just thinking about, like small children that haven't learned how to mask yet.
Mm-hmm.
They tell us right away. Just most often when there's a disconnect, is the caregivers don't know how to attune.
Yes.
They don't know what it means. And
Mm-hmm.
every child, if you've ever had children, you're like, this one is not the same as the other one, like every child is so different. So that makes sense. Parents don't know. Plus parents, if they haven't attuned to themselves and don't have all that experience, then they don't know necessarily how to attune to a child. But just so interesting, right? That like, children don't mask or hide from us what's going on inside of them, but we learn that over time. So she was feeling overwhelmed and burdened, but you were attuning to her by asking her, but she wasn't showing it to you like a young child would just show you right away. Like they don't have any filters, So that's so interesting. Like, yeah, even just further reinforcing that, like, even from ourselves, we get disconnected over time as protection because can you really tell a provider, like, whoa, your intervention wasn't so helpful?
Right. Yeah. Well, but that's kind of what we want to normalize here.
Yes, exactly.
That is exactly what needs to happen in therapy. What you just did was not helpful for me, whether the therapist is asking for that feedback or not.
Right.
So it's, as therapists, I just got the Virginia Board of Counseling is doing a survey of all the registered supervisors that they have. And they talked about these specific areas. And this idea of being ready to be challenged, hearing feedback from people, normalizing that we're talking about ethics and boundaries and the difficulties of working in a rural area and dual relationships that you might run into. So normalizing all of that and the power imbalance that happens in therapy. Because even as much as you try as a therapist to make it equal, there's still this idea that you have training, you know what you're doing, you know where we need to go.
Yeah.
And some of that is true, but you got to get some feedback from the client saying that was not good.
It's still a co-creative process,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
And even as you're saying that, like, I'm thinking, okay, so one of my clients this morning, I was pretty certain where we needed to go. But I also know that if somebody's not prepared to go there, they're, even though yes, in my training and experience, I am 100% certain this is where we need to go. If the client isn't ready or doesn't experience the reasoning as clear of why do we need to go there, even if, like, so surgery, for example, this is so easy, a surgeon is like, yep, that is inflamed, that needs to come out. But surgery hurts.
Yes.
But a patient that has no idea, A, that they're coming in for surgery, B, that this is going to hurt, and that this is helpful though for your own good, and and that there's a healing process. Here's what the healing arc looks like. Here's what you might be able to expect. Like the more we understand about where we're at, where we want to go, how it is that we get there, what it's going to be like, including like discomfort or challenging, like we're just going to come at it from a space of like, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel safe. I don't want to do that. It just feels harmful or re-traumatizing. But when we really slow down and can explain it and check in with them, then it is sharing power. Even though we may keep that role of like, I know where we need to go.
Yes.
It's co-creative and knowledge is power, right? Sharing that information.